Welcome to Barefoot in America, filming today in Sedona, Arizona, one of my absolute favorite hiking trails, the Bell Rock Pathway. I'm sitting on top of, or halfway up, Baby Bell, and you can see Cathedral Rock behind me. I'm staring at Courthouse Butte and Bell Rock, State of the End, and you'll see these all in the slideshow at the end of the practice today. And today we're just going to do a practice to focus on opening the shoulders and hips. This is a practice I love to do with some simple postures, so join me in seated in easy cross-legged posture, Sukhasana. Find a comfortable seated position, and I like to put a blanket under my hips, so if you have a blanket or a block, place that under your hips and simply sit by sitting nice and tall. Feel the hips root to the earth. Inhale, breath flows up the spine, up the belly, and feel the collarbones broaden, shoulders pointing right to left. Exhale, breath comes in and flows back down. Continue to feel this flow of the breath, inhaling it up, expanding through your heart, shoulders pointing right and left. Exhaling, breath comes in, lowers back down. Continue with the slow, steady inhale and exhale. Find your rhythm and pace. Continue to breathe deeply as you bring your hands to heart center and Anjali Mudra, taking a moment to set an intention for today's yoga practice. And release your arms, and we're going to start in Dandasana. Hands by your hips. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Press your feet away together and seal them like one leg. Toes to the sky, kneecaps to the sky. Hands right by your hips, pressing down into your hands to lengthen your spine. And then imagine you're rotating your hands outward. So pressing down and rotating out isometrically, no movement, just a contraction of the upper back, lengthening your spine. Take 3 deep breaths in it. Release your arms, grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, hands could rest on your legs, but if you do, hook it to the bottom of your feet. It just gives you something to press into and to hang on to. Pull the hands back on the strap so the elbows are by your waist. This helps keep some tension out of your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your spine, press your feet away, create this L shape in your body. And for some of us, just being upright in this position is a great challenge because of the tightness in the hamstrings and the low back. So first, work on getting the length in your spine. And as you do, and if you already have that flexibility, start to hinge forward from your hips, meeting yourself at your own personal edge. And with time, maybe you'll keep hinging forward more and more. We're going to stay here for at least another minute. So give yourself 5 to 6 deep cleansing breaths. Really take your time with it, and every time you inhale, imagine lengthening, getting longer. And every time you exhale, allow yourself to soften and melt into the shape of your body, maintaining the shape, but with less tension, with some softness. Inhale, we expand into our shape, letting our essence just fill the skin. Exhale, melting, softening, surrendering into it. Just a couple more deep breaths here. And again, if you're upright and that's where you feel the stretch, perfect. If you're able to hinge, go for it. And then the last deep breath here, go ahead and let yourself melt into a bow. Let the head fall towards the knees. Release the strap if you prefer, holding your toes or ankles, or you can keep a hold of the strap and continue to pull yourself forward. And just melt into a forward fold. Doing your best to hinge from your hips, but then letting the head bow and let your back round out a little bit, stretching out your back. Just a couple more deep breaths here, taking our time with each thing we do today. Really allowing you to settle into the shape, to breathe into the shape, and to experience how it feels in your body. And allowing yourself time to notice if things change and shift. Observing those subtle nuances. Inhale yourself back upright. Bring the soles of your feet together for Bada Kanasana. Soles of the feet connect, knees flare out. You could put blocks under your knees if you like that support, to just meet yourself with a little support, or you can let gravity take you. Take the strap in your hands and inhale the strap up and overhead. Hold it strongly above your head and simply pull the strap apart. Again, it's an isometric contraction. And then bend your elbows down into a cactus. And again, with the elbows and shoulders at 90 degrees, pull the strap apart. Inhale it back up and lower it down. Inhale the strap up and overhead. Exhale to cactus, bring the strap behind your back, lower the strap behind your waist. Bend the elbows, bringing it back to your shoulders. Inhale it up and lower it down. Inhale the strap up and overhead. Bend the elbows, bring the strap behind your upper back. Straighten the elbows, strap behind your waist. Bring the strap back to your shoulders, lift it up, and lower it down. And one more just like that. Inhale it up. Remember the sequence. Bend your elbows, strap to your upper back. Straighten the elbows, lower it to your waist. Bring it back to your shoulders, up and overhead, and lower it down. Continue with that if your shoulders aren't super flexible, but if you want to work on your shoulder flexibility, inhale the strap up, maintain straight elbows to the best of your ability to bring the strap behind you. Maintaining straight elbows, bring it back up and over, lower it in front of you. Inhale the strap up and overhead, sweep the arms behind you. Straight elbows, strong arms, come up and over, lower it in front of you. And one more time, inhale it up. You might have had to take your hands a little wider to maintain those straight elbows. Just do your best with it as we return it down. Release the strap. We're going to take half Lord of the Fishes. So you have a choice here. You could extend your left leg in front of you, or bend your left knee so it points towards the front, crossing the right leg over. Do your best to plant the right foot on the ground. And sit nice and tall. We're going to go into a twist. Right hand goes on the mat behind you to start lengthening the spine. And if you need a block under your hand, great, put that there. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Get all the length you can in your spine. And now hug your right knee, twisting to the right. And if the flexibility's there, hook the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, lengthen your spine, gaze out over your right shoulder, and take a few deep cleansing breaths in half Lord of the Fishes. Inhale, uncoil, come back to center. Stack your right knee on top of your left knee. Feet are out to the side. And if you can't achieve this shape of Gomukhasana, just sit in easy cross-legged posture, but take your right leg on top. Strap in the left hand, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Drop the left hand behind your back. Take your right hand and just get settled in with your left arm where you want it to be. And then tuck the chin and press your head into your arm. Most of us want to lean forward when we reach around here in a moment, but see if you can maintain this uprightness in your spine, and that's core stabilization. Right hand sweeps around behind your back to find the strap. And really that's the goal. And then you can shimmy your hands closer, maintaining your upright spine. Or if your fingers do touch, you can release the strap. And just stay for a few deep cleansing breaths. Elbows splaying towards the sky and the earth, opening your heart, lengthening your spine. You're doing a combination of a hip and a shoulder opener here in cow face posture or Gomukhasana. Just a couple more deep breaths. And release your arms. From here, take your hands forward. Just walk them forward, taking a forward fold over your legs. Let your head bow to the knee. And feel that deep, deep stretch in your hips. Inhale yourself back upright. You could simply flip the legs, or if you want to play a little bit, hands are going to come over here by your left hip. You're going to pivot your weight to come into like a wide-legged forward fold and just shift around on your feet, pivoting, sit back down, and now your left leg is on top of the right. Starting with half Lord of the Fishes, your choice, extend the right leg straight out in front of you or have it bent with knee pointing forward. Left leg crosses over. Get yourself settled nice and tall, left foot planted. Left hand comes behind you on the mat or onto a block. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Get long and now hug your left knee, twisting to your left. And if the flexibility's there, hook the elbow to the outside of the thigh, twisting to your left, gazing out over your left shoulder. Breathing nice and deeply. Make little adjustments as you notice things. Could my spine be a little longer? Could my hips be a little more rooted? Feeling the twist ascending from the navel up through the spine. Gazing out over your left shoulder. Release the twist, recoil back to center. Left knee stacks on top of your right to the best of your ability for Gomukhasana, or taking a variation of easy cross-legged posture. Left leg on top. The strap's going to go in your right hand, reach it to the sky, and then bend your elbow, hand behind your back. Left hand grabs the right elbow, head presses into the arm so you can sit up straight. And then maintaining this uprightness in your spine, left hand sweeps around and behind you to grab the strap, or if you can touch opposing fingers, you're welcome to release the strap. And hold the shape of Gomukhasana, cow face posture, for just a handful of deep breaths, really feeling yourself opening your shoulders. Right elbow points to the sky, left elbow to the earth, heart is open, hips being stretched with the fold of the legs. And from here, we're going to release the strap and just simply walk the hands forward, bowing into Gomukhasana. Forehead to the knees or nose to the knees. Feel that deep, deep, deep stretch in your hips. Inhale yourself back up and just take a moment to uncross the legs, extend them out again for Dandasana. Inhale your arms up and overhead, feel that reach. Exhale to a cactus. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to a cactus. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to cactus, hold your cactus. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, close your cactus, palm to palm, elbow to elbow. Feel it all squeeze at midline. Inhale and open it up. Exhale, close the cactus. Feel the energy squeezing at midline. Squeeze your legs together too. Inhale, open it wide, expanding your heart. Last time, exhale and close your cactus. Inhale, open it up, reach the arms to the sky and take a forward fold. And just notice if this feels any different than it did before we did the hip and shoulder opening sequence. It's nice to do something at the beginning of your practice and then circle back around to it to see how it feels. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale them down and take a moment to just find yourself lying down on your mat. We're just going to do one more stretch sequence. Choosing which way makes more sense to lie on a rock. And then inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, give both legs a hug. Pause in stillness. Sit your feet down on the mat, knees bent, feet flat. Cross your left leg all the way over your right leg like you're kind of sitting pretty. And then pull both knees to your chest. Exact same shape as Gomukhasana we did seated. And just feel the stretch in your hips and buttocks. You might want to try to hold your ankles and take them a little wider apart. Just play with your hand placement and where it feels good for you as you stay for 5 more deep breaths. Uncross or set down the legs and then uncross them. Take a pause in the middle and then right leg crosses over the left leg like you're sitting pretty. And then exhale, give both knees a hug. And again, play with if you want to hold your ankles for that shape of Gomukhasana just like you were sitting. Just find those subtle nuances of where it feels good for your hips to stretch. And let your breath be full and deep. 5 more deep breaths. And release your legs, uncross the legs, give your knees one last hug, send your feet to the sky, take the L shape for a moment, press your heels to the sky, sacrum roots to the earth, spine long, arms over your head. Exhale, give the legs a hug. And release them down to the mat for your final resting posture, Savasana. I invite you to stay in Savasana as long as you have time for today. Really great to take the time for the stillness, the meditation. Just giving yourself some time to be fully present in this moment. I thank you for joining me on the mat today. Wishing you many, many blessings in your life. Namaste.